everyone!
And welcome to this episode. So we finally made it to Greece. It was a long way down to Greece. We will take you in this video from Igoumenitsa, which is the port on the mainland, to Corfu, where we're gonna visit Corfu Town, and then we're gonna stay in Kavos for 1 week. And we're gonna see in this video as well whether we recommend to stay in Kavos or not. So stay until the end of this video because we will give you a short summary about what we liked about Kavos, why we would recommend or if we not recommend you to stay there. Enjoy the video.
Enjoy!
So apparently it's the correct one. We just showed him the QR code on our phone and now we can board. Ferry cost us for both of us plus car 33 euros, and we would always recommend to book it online because it's cheaper than if you buy it here.
Foca is contemplating the view, still not awake. Olive trees growing just like 3 meters in front of the sea. Beautiful, right?
It rained a lot tonight.
A lot of dirt.
And therefore our cute little Ferry is very, very dirty.
It's every car.
We think that there was like something in the air, like Kalima or something, so therefore it is this dirty, like every other car around here as well.
Interesting little fact that the Greek car registration plates only use the letters which are both present in Latin and Greek alphabet. So they do not have that much choice. I'm not sure, but maybe 15 letters or something like that. For your interest. She's like random.
We just arrived to Corfu Town, which is the biggest town of Corfu. It's not really a big city, I would say. It's more a bigger town. And you can find the port here and as well the airport. And we just parked here on the street. That most probably in high season will not be possible.
The opposite direction.
The opposite direction, I hope. We will not get a fine for that. Slippery.
So those guys got tired of the stones and they're taking them off.
Doesn't this town remind you a little bit of Palma de Mallorca?
A little bit, the colors.
Right?
Yeah.
Me too. Just that everything is in Greek. But from the style, it's very similar to some Spanish towns. And also with the very small alleys, it's very typical Mediterranean, I think. It's a very cute little city, And it also reminds me a little bit of Valletta in Malta. They have also the same colors, this yellowish.
Yeah, you can see the Italian Venetian influence here. The
Yeah.
architecture is much more like the Western Mediterranean cities than the rest of Greek islands.
So now we're looking for a restaurant. Where are we gonna eat today?
We're going to a Greek taverna. It's called Ninos, I think. We saw it from other YouTubers. And I saw the menu, the prices, and the food looks really nice.
It's super quiet here suddenly. And there's like 2 palm trees in the middle of 2 houses. Looks amazing. We decided to have an early lunch because then usually there's still some room in the restaurants and later on it will be super packed. So this is...
She's hungry.
And I'm hungry and I need to have a toilet. So I think it's a good combination of things to already go and have lunch. The restaurant is called Ninos. So let's see about the food. So you can get a starter like a tzatziki for around $4.50, which is pretty good. Okay, the price. I would like to have a moussaka, I think. They also have stuffed aubergines, which is really good. We have ordered 1 moussaka. It's €9.50, I think, which is basically eggplant, minced meat, bechamel, which is like the Greek version of lasagna. Maybe you should not say it to the Greek and also not to the Italian, but this is basically it. It looks amazing and it's one of the most traditional dishes here in Greece. And here, what do we have?
They call it sofrito, which in Spanish is a completely different thing. It's beef, slow cooked beef, I think.
Yeah, thank you. And finally, our fried cheese that I haven't tried yet so far.
Saganaki.
So enjoy. Oh yeah, this was €12 and this was €5. The olive oil here is really good. So we always put it like this on the bread with a little bit of salt. Really good. Let's see about the moussaka. It's nice. But once I got a moussaka from a Greek friend of mine, he did it, and it was like the most amazing thing I have ever tried. No, it's not, but it was really good moussaka. This one is good, but not as good as the other one. So I'm gonna try the fried cheese now. I've never tried this one. So, what kind of cheese is it? Like,
I think halloumi
halloumi cheese?
or something similar. Like it?
This is really good. Okay, I'm about to try now the sofrito. The meat seems very tender. I think it's like a slow cooked meat, so it's not dry. And with the sauce, it combines very well. Let's get a little bit of rice. Very good combination. But you know what? My favorite will be the cheese. I mean, there's not a lot that you can do very wrong with fried cheese. It's amazing. So I'm most probably gonna eat this now every day since we're gonna be here in Corfu. But really, the restaurant here is very good. There's already a lot of people queuing up. I don't know, like 15 people waiting in line. So my strategy worked. We had a table right away.
€29. Very good price.
really good price and good food. I'm super full. I'm very happy, and really, it's a very good restaurant. It's so green here that there's even plants all over the houses. But it also has been raining a lot lately, so it will stay like this for a while.
Good weather.
I am very full still from the food. And now we just want to walk around a little bit and discover a little bit more of the town. And it does seem that there's a very strong Italian influence here because there's a lot of Italian restaurants, a lot of pizza, pasta. So since we just ate so much and the moussaka is going straight in the hips, Lee needs to do some workout. He actually also has 2 cheerleaders. So, 1 moussaka, 2 moussaka.
1 moussaka, 2 moussaka, 3.
Okay. As you can see, the old castle, the entry is €6 per person for adults and €3 for students, and I think it was free until 18 for children. But we're not gonna go today because it's a bit rainy, and this beautiful garden is for free. So here you can walk around. They even have toilets here. And you have a nice view on the castle. Or a fortress. It's cool. There's some very nice stairs that go down there, but I think I would not go on them. I think maybe it's not the safest thing to do anymore. It's also closed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is better for everyone that it's closed. And here, most of the houses are also built with sandstone, or out of sandstone, just like in Malta. Birds are coming. We have also seen one in Sarande, and they use it as a party boat. It was like a lot of music. I think here it looks like sightseeing private boat. So here again you can see that the cars are super dirty because of the rain. This happened to us a lot when we were living in the Canary Islands, and it's very typical that you have a lot of kalima in summer times.
Sandstone, like sand in suspension.
Yeah, there's like sand coming from Sahara, and it's staying in the air, and as soon as it's raining all of the sand comes down, and then everything is like dirty, and you have to clean the balcony, the car, everything. And also sometimes it gets really bad that you cannot really breathe. I had times where I could not sleep at night because the sand was in my lungs and it was just very uncomfortable. Yeah. It's super lush green here, everything. I know that I'm complaining a lot about the weather and the rain, but to be honest, it's beautiful green, and it combined with the yellow of the houses it's just really pretty, you know, because Andalusia especially is super dry, and we spend a lot of time there. We spend a lot of time in Spain, in parts of Spain where it's super dry, and seeing all of this is just so close to nature.
It's even looks a little bit like the north of Spain.
Yes.
So much green everywhere.
We arrived now in Kavos, where we have our apartment, and it is actually it's just, let's say, an area that is known for its party, especially for British people. But right now in the low season, it's very, very calm. Now we're gonna do the check-in, and let's see how our apartments are. Hello. So, here we are in Kavos in our beautiful superior suite or studio. We actually booked this one because of the balcony. When we're working, we always like to have a little bit the possibility to sit outside, right? And it was not so much more expensive. The internet seems that it looks pretty fine. I hope that we can work with it. We have a big double bed. We have a nice kitchen. They left us some water in the fridge. And I think everything we need for these few days. We can cook something easy. And we have a beautiful balcony where you can go outside. It is apparently completely new renovated, and I show you the bathroom. And that's it. We are now in Kavos, which is like the party part of the island, especially for British people. But it's pretty dead now in May. Everything is closed. But we were suspecting this already, and this is why we came, because we would not come here in high season having party around if we need to work. Now we're gonna explore this area here. Oh, they have a 7-Eleven.
That's pretty cool. You see?
It's not a 7-Eleven, it's a 7-7. Really smart. I just thought that they maybe have stolen the colors and the logo. No, they just called it now 7-7. Makes sense. So, still low season, right? Wow, this is the beach. I can't believe it.
Beautiful Kavos beach.
Today is our first real day here in Kavos, and yesterday we already explored a little bit the region.
It was a fake day though.
What? And it was kind of dead because it's still low season, right? And there's not a lot of tourists here, so a lot of restaurants, as you can see, and shops are closed. But still there's something going on. They have a few bars open, and today we're gonna show you as well how it looks like in low season here. Would we recommend you to come here? a lot of entrances to the beach. He just accidentally almost ran into a closed hotel. And then we got pushed away saying we have to go this way. I'm not sure how many accesses to the beach you actually have though. It seems like they were doing some maintenance on the beach in Kavos, but still it was not nice, the beach, and I would have rather not laid down there. So what do you think about Kavos?
Such a beautiful place. Could stay here forever.
That was irony.
In low season, it's okay. I mean, it's not the most beautiful place on the island, but you could find pretty good accommodation offers.
Yes.
That's why we came here, anyways.
So now we came to the end of this video, and we really hope you liked it so far, but we still have to answer the question from the beginning, whether we recommend you to stay in Kavos or not. What do you think?
So if you're looking for party, I think it's a great area to stay, especially in the high season, because in low season it's really empty. And if you're looking for something else,
then we would really recommend you to stay in the north. So if you don't like party at all, don't go to Kavos, because there's nothing else to do than partying. I really didn't like the beach. You really could not lay down there beautifully, and I was very disappointed when we came to Kavos, because it was the first beach of the Greek islands that I've seen, and I was like, what is this? But for partying, and high season is July and August, okay, maybe mid-June. Don't go there at another time if you want to party. And if you don't look for party, go somewhere else.
yeah, and Kavos is located pretty far from the other sides of the island, so it would be wiser to stay either directly in the north or near Corfu Town, I would suggest.
Yes, because then even if you take it as a hub, then you can discover the places way quicker. But if you stay in the south, you basically are tied to the south, or you have to take 2 to 3 hours a day driving.
Also, the roads on the island are not the best. So far, Corfu has the worst road in all the islands that we have visited.
Yes, the streets are very narrow, and there's a lot of cars passing through. Also because, I mean, there's a lot of tourists coming to Corfu due to the airport, and it's one of the most inhabited islands, so the streets are very narrow, and the quality of the streets is very bad. Remember that, stay in the north if you don't want to party and if you want to visit the island, but if you want to party, go to the south, and then I think you're gonna have a good time in Corfu either way.
Even if you just want to party and have fun, lay on the beach, drink some cocktails, Sidari is also not a bad option. Like, there are plenty of bars, there's a main street really focused on this kind of tourism, and it's pretty nice, the little town.
Yes, I prefer Sidari as well, and it has a similar type of tourists, but I really preferred Sidari. But you're gonna see that in the next video most probably, so we don't want to take everything away from it. We liked our stay in the accommodation in Kavos because the apartment was very nice and we had fast and more or less reliable internet. I would still stay there again for work, but not for pleasure.
I'll think about it if I want to stay there again.
Well, now we're at the end, really at the end. Next video we're gonna show you more about Corfu, and we're gonna go more into the north part, so
stay tuned and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video.
Please subscribe to the channel if you like the video and if you want to follow us traveling and working from anywhere. And really it helps us if you subscribe to our channel so that we can keep on doing this.
So, see you next week.
See you next week.
Follow us on Instagram.